Welcome to the last episode of the day for the ACC tournament. Day one, number 11 Boston College versus number 14 Miami. Quinten Post, Boston College's 7-foot center, dominant as he leads number 11 Boston College to an 81-65 win over 14 Miami. But before we get started, I want you guys to get over to our sponsor and my folks, Ooze and Nas, Washington, D.C., best soul food around in the DMV and possibly the country. From what I've been hearing from tourists who come here to solely dine in at Ooze and Nas and to take out as well. If you're looking for something to eat over the course of yours, tuning into the ACC tournament, or if you were there in person, or if you're just walking past Capital One, you're in the DC area, man, you're looking for something good to eat, visit Ooze and Nas for the best soul food in the area. I promise you, you won't regret it. There are two spots. It's flagship spot. It's a carry-out only. It's at 1005 U Street, Northwest Washington, D.C. They have a dine-in spot, and you can also carry out that spot if you want to as well. But if you want to sit down and enjoy yourself, visit Ooze and Nas at 5933 Georgia Avenue, Washington, D.C. Now, to get back to this game, it was the Quinten Post show. He was just flat out dominant from start to finish. And he's the reason why Boston pretty much led from start to finish. And there was really nothing Miami could do because they didn't have a player that could defend Post. Post posted 30 points and 13 rebounds, which is big time numbers. But the thing is, he did it efficiently as well. In the first half, he had 17 points and 6 rebounds, so 5 of 10 shooting from the field, 2 of 5 from deep, 5 of 5 from the line. He's super skilled. He's not like a big, strong big, but he's mobile. He's agile. So if you put a traditional big on him, he can beat him. He can beat him with off the bounce. Use his footwork on the block and score inside, or he can shoot 1 dribble pull-ups, 2 dribble pull-ups, or he can do dribble handoffs, pick and pops sets, and kill him that way. If you put a smaller guy on him, he could post him up and kill him on the block. He always has an advantage no matter who you throw at him to defend him. And that's why he's tough to stop, and that's why tonight he was just flat out dominant. He closed the game in the second half with 13 points and 5 of 8 shooting from the field. And 7 rebounds in the second half. But, most of the damage was done in the first half. You're talking about a guy that came into this tournament, averaging 16 points, close to 17 points on 51% shooting from the field, but a ridiculous 44% shooting from deep. I mean, look, and 81% from the line. He's deadly efficient while almost averaging 8 boards. He's very efficient, man. And you saw at his full capacity tonight against Miami. And Miami struggled, but he wasn't alone. Quinten Post wasn't alone. Jaeden Zackery added 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Claudell Harris added 12.6 rebounds and 3 assists. Look, Miami had a couple guys that tried valiantly to keep this respectable, and you got to tip your hats on. Ford, Norchad, Omier, led the team with 18 points and 13 rebounds, and a guard who just returned from injury. He hasn't played since the 6th. Nijel added 18 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and Matthew Cleveland, chipped in with 12.6 rebounds and 2 assists. But when you have a guy that pretty much scores with your top 2 scorers combined, scoring close to it, that kind of tells you what night it was, man. And that there's no other way of putting it. But then you got to give Boston College also credit. They didn't just lean on Post to continue to have his hot streak throughout the game and just think that was going to win it for him. They locked in, and when they locked in, on defense, good things happen. You know what I mean? They got 16 second chance points, which means they was crashing offensive glass. They had 12 offensive rebounds. They only turned the ball over 11 times, which is pretty good for a college game. Which means while they were executing at will, especially post, they didn't beat themselves and give extra possessions to Miami to potentially hurt them and beat them. 12 or 17 on layups, 1-on-1 on dunks. They didn't miss shots that they should have made. They were just very, very efficient throughout the night. And some people will be like, well, Miami may not be the most formidable opponent. It's March Madness in a sense already, man, and you can't go by that. If you play that game, that's when you usually get beat. So you gotta still give credit to Boston College for coming in there and staying alert and staying locked in to do the damage that they did, because it could have easily went the other way. Look, I'm looking at Miami's. They had 20 points in second chance points. They had 16 offensive rebounds. They had 36 points in the paint. This could have easily went the other way had Post not continued his pace and had not Boston College generated the stops that they needed, specifically in the first half. Because in the second half, Miami did go on a run, so to speak, and make it interesting. But regardless, Boston College outscored Miami 47-32, and then had an edge 34-33 in the second half. So look, they won pretty much from start to finish, thanks to the names I just read off: Post, Zackery, Claudell Harris Jr., and also, they shot 49% from the field as a team, 35% from deep, and 88% from the free throw line. So even if the game was close, which when you look at their efficiency, they still look like they were in good shape to potentially pull out. Miami went on a late run to make it a close game, man, to make it a free throw game. So all in all, man, they did kind of what you expect the higher seed to do. It could go either way when you're dealing with these lower seeds or whatnot, but neither here nor there, man. They got it done, and you got to tip your hats on. It was fun watching. Look, it was fun watching Post. I haven't seen a guy mix it up like that in a long time. But it was fun watching him do his thing, man. So Boston College moves on. They will take on number 6 Clemson tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. The closing game on Wednesday, and that game will be broadcast on ESPN2 and ESPNU. What I would like to see from Boston College, for the most part, their front court showed up. I think they would definitely need to get better play from their backcourt to pull off the upset with Clemson. There's no mistake about it. They need to try to do that. Yes. You know what I mean? To do his thing. I expect him to be a presence because he's that good. But with that being said, they're gonna probably need a more complete, balanced attack to get past Clemson, which is a tall order. They had 3 guys that didn't score. I think the bench points for them. Give me 1 second to see. One second. Yeah, Boston College. They only scored 7 points. They benched the reserves. I don't think that's going to be good enough against Clemson. I think their reserves going to have to chip in between 15 to 20 points for them to pull off that win and to continue to advance. Is it a tall order? Is it a tall task? Maybe, but at this time of the season, somebody has to step up. It can't be the regulars. It's not enough. You know what I mean? If it was enough, they wouldn't have been the 11th seed. They'd have been playing on Thursday or playing tomorrow. You know what I mean? So it goes to show you they need more. And if they can get a couple of guys to kind of step up and increase their production, they give themselves a good chance to, possibly get past Clemson. But we'll see, man. We've already seen some big time upsets throughout, conference tournaments throughout college basketball, man. So we'll see how it goes, man. But thank y'all for joining me throughout the day, man. It's been a fun-filled day. More to come. We got 4 more days of this to go, man. So, just bear with me. Just continue to follow me. I'm going to provide as much coverage of the ACC tournament as I can, videos, live tweets, recaps, analysis, man, photos up on all over social media, the whole nine, man. So, again, thank you for joining me, and then we'll touch base soon.